J-Dog, what's up, bro? Oh, yeah, good to see you too, man. I was checking out a bunch of your lives last night. I like the Ted Nugent record you got on there. That's pretty cool. Added that to the background now. Don't know how long I'll be able to keep it going because, somebody might come in and turn the radio on, but that's why I went live as soon as I got here, really. So I'm just warming up right now. Hopefully I'll be able to keep it live going for a while. And I checked out the Guitar Chronicle video you did. Pretty dope. That's why I say when you got guitars, guns, and games. Pretty badass. And the Army Man Chronicles, that was fucking dope. I like that. This, like I was saying yesterday, today's back day, primary back, and I always do full body. But I'm not going to go heavy on this. I'm going to focus primarily on back. Yeah, bro, that would be dope. A third episode of it, yeah. Especially when the guy that the parachute guy started talking and you changed the voice up. That's pretty dope. I did a video kinda like that on an old side channel of mine called Carrying Shorts. And it was Iron Man versus Skeletor from E-Man. I did a video like that. Kinda neat. That's probably like 10 years ago, I guess. Close to it. I'm taking it, the AC has went out here again. It's super hot in here today. Yeah, the Australian blue guy, yeah. Kind of sounded like Crocodile Hunter. Or Crocodile Dundee, whatever you want to call him. Yeah, it is. All my side channels, that's called Carity Shorts. And I believe it's the same logo I use today. I lost access to it. I have like a ton of side channels I used to have. But you lose access to them over time. I didn't really keep up with them much. It started off as just like a testing channel to see what would work and what wouldn't. Like I did a Peppa Pig video that got like 140-some thousand views. And it was just a 12-second clip of a Peppa Pig toy I had. The original channel was Mega Dirty D69, and that was fresh out of high school. And it was just a bunch of videos of me and another dude partying, really, drinking, doing stuff, stupid stuff. Me when I was really fat. It's crazy how like all this stuff kind of starts when you look back at it. I used to be all over MySpace. Back when MySpace was brand spanking new. Whew. I think I was like 14. I used to play a lot of shows that I played the guitar like you, but I primarily did, I guess you'd say, like doo-wop, rock and roll, country western kind of stuff. And my grandmother, she still used to take pictures of me on my stage and stuff. I've got a whole like portfolio of just me playing guitar and shit in different venues. Flea markets most. Flea markets, coffee shops. That's about it. But I was 14 doing all that on my own, so nonetheless. Look up next set. Yeah, MySpace was awesome, bro. Back in the day. Yep. Old Tom. Everybody's friend. I don't really fuck with Facebook. I use Marketplace to sell stuff, but that's about it. If I had to pick, I would still be on MySpace. You can't even access MySpace now, really. I try. And I've got a lot of cool ass music that I made and I put up on there I want to get, but it's still there, but you can't hear it. You can't see none of the pictures. It sucks, because I'd love to have those pictures. I remember the first ever music group I ever really played with was a black metal band. Kind of sounds like I guess you said a Frost or something. And I can't stand black metal music. When I played it with them, and we were little, man. I mean, we would wear that stupid blue thing. Absolutely hated. That's like 2006, 2005. I mean, that's what we're big back then. Went from playing black metal music to playing guitar at a gospel joint. They wouldn't let me sing. They let me get up there on stage, and I would just play different songs. We get probably like hours on end. Yeah. I think I'm only gonna go to like 225 on there or something. Yeah, it is, man. It is. Because you could tell when the music changed, like the band name on there is Crucible Death. That's the name of the band I was in. And the music's still up there. It just won't let you play it. all of the tracks say 1 minute. And if you hit play, nothing. But those tracks were like 3 or 4 minute long. And I recorded all of those, mixed them all myself, fucking 14 years. I was grinding back then. Even though we sucked. We sucked horribly bad. I remember my best friend at the time, Johnny Meyer, he used to call himself Johnny 6. And because of Nicky 6 and Johnny 5 and all that, that's why I talked about that. But me and him both wanted to be lead guitar and lead vocals. So we tried to find a rhythm guitar player. We had a bass player and a drummer who never showed up. And me and him constantly bumped heads with each other. If I wanted to do solos, he wanted to do solos. And he had stage fright. So that pretty much it, man. I'd still be making music though. If I could, if I had a good setup to make music, I'd be uploading all the time. Not on Facebook, not but I would upload on X videos or X entry, something like that. I'd still be writing songs but I don't record them. Have you ever heard that song Rockin' Around the Clock? I did like a remake of that, and instead of rocking around the clock, I put fucking around the clock. So I would take like old 50s and 60s songs and change them up just a little bit. Easy money. About incline is when you're on flat bench, you can do the way you're on flat bench, incline, all that is like any can over here. Incline, you have to fight to get that shit up. If you're on incline, it's a whole different ball field. And that's what I love about it. Hell yeah, that should work. Whew. Yeah, lightweight. That's why I'm glad I got my heavy days out of the way. Like this is kind of heavy, I guess. But now we got 225 on there. And then we'll probably go to 250 probably on the incline. Incline's a fucking monster. So, we'll see. I got a friend of mine, I got the guy I was talking about yesterday. He does reverse grip on there in his bike. And I'm like, man, dude, he'll hit it like once or twice. That's freaking crazy, bro. Reverse grip in wide. Yeah, the bar itself is 45. Like, any of these bars you see, this one's 45, that one's 45. The thicker ones, if they're like that thick, and they're usually a 50-pound bar, and that's what I love about Olympic plates. You got the bar, you can sit there and do reps with just the bar, and you're curling 25 pounds. So, I like that. I've got one at my house, brand spanking new, had it for like 2 years, and have not really used it. I like it, it's a good bar, but I'm not using it. I did like maybe once or twice, but it was still a brand new. Hey, I see on flat, this is what I warm up with on flat at 325, and I'll go to either 305 or 315. 225 on incline, whoops my ass. Whole different ball field. Yeah. Usually, like on heavy days, I start heavy. Because I'm giving it all I got. The first day of the gym week is heavy, chest, back, biceps, tries, and I'm giving it all I got. That's why the second day, yesterday, was shoulders. I went heavy on shoulders, and I was giving that everything I had. So today and tomorrow, lightweight. Today's primary focus is back. Tomorrow will be lightweight, full body, with no primary focus. Just hitting everything, getting a good pump with it. I can go up a little bit on the bench. Oh, bro. Yeah, bro, for sure. So was you like in the army or something? I noticed you got all those guns, bro. All the guns, all the attachments, all the collectibles. I figured you were like in the service or something. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go up higher than that. Hey. This is, oh wow, okay. I could have swore of all the guns and stuff. And then when you did the Army Man Chronicles, I could have swore right there, you know. I don't know if they even make them anymore. It used to be a magazine called Guns and Ammo. And in the day, back in the day when I was growing up, if you would go to the back of them, you would see all these like ads and stuff like that. Used to be some wild ass ads in there. So I know you would get a kick out of that if you could find one. I don't know if they still have those crazy ass ads in them. But there used to be some real wild shit in them. Some Dale Gribble type ads up in there. All the way in the back of them. I'm pretty sure most of those are probably cops or something. Just to see how many crazy people there were. But they were pretty wild. So if you can find the Guns and Ammo Melville magazine, you get a kick out of that for sure. Because I'm assuming you're close to the same age as me. Whew. showed me how to do it HR. I checked that. I think it's the one for the back room.
The one's right here.
Huh?
The one right here.
I don't know. He showed me that one. The one to the left. He's got that flip switch. It might be the same as this one too. But it is not sure. I'm gonna go check them. It really ain't. Like one day he's running fine, next day it's fucking hot as hell in here. I'm gonna go check that out and see what's going on with that. This one's gone. It was off. We should get a little something now. Probably. I was thinking about doing it last night, but I wanted to play a game, a private game. So I did that instead. Because I already streamed here, so, you know. Yeah, it does suck, man. Well, I went out there and flipped them. So it's an old AC unit, so it's like I went out there and flipped the switches, trying to get them to come on. The back room AC was cut off, so I went out there and cut it back on. So hopefully it gets cooled off in here now. Only gonna do 2 more sets over here with dumbbells, and I'm gonna move on to a straight bar probably. I've been bugging up the curl bars all week. Let's go over here and back. We can finally start on that. Really just wanted to hit that incline before we get started. One of my favorite back machines is this one right here. We're going to end up doing the whole stack on here. But we're going to start off with just 100. Start off with 100. For 12. 200. Then, this is my favorite shot. We're going to start at 40. Next set is 22. Go all the way to 100. Then we're going to go over here and hit rear delts from 50 all the way to 100. So, that's a good one. I'm just going to set the 12 on here. Like I said, that's pretty light. So, next set, smash out these triceps a little bit. Find your back. This is a good one for it. Notice the curve and curl. Start off with just 40. I'm going to do a set of 22, then another set of 22, and then probably a set of 4. Easy one. Time for some weird else. You know, I would absolutely love if they did have a good AC system here. That'd be so nice. I'm just glad I'm not the only one who says it. Since I'm live, I'm not going to skip on buys, but I am going to just go back over here and hit back. Then after the stream, I'll go over there and hit buys. I'm here for 5 hours anyway. There's no way I'm keeping the same right here. I'm just going to get full here. Hopefully, 2 hours live. No. Like I said, for the 22, probably 4 to 6. Something like that. 22 is an odd number, but it's just something I like, I guess. I do 12 or 15 and everything else. For some reason over here, 22. Whoops. I pulled the whole top out of the tripod. Alright, we hit these delts up here. I'm going to do 2 sets of every weight. Let me all with it. Set 2 sets of 12 or 15 will work. Back to the back, there we go. Hell yeah, the chicken, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, I still play every once in a while, but it's been a minute. I've just kind of lost interest in it. It's just too easy now, you know. You got the, what do you call that? Blitz, and you get all the crowns you want, you know. You get all that good shit. A little too easy. I have been doing some Robux. Yeah, that's basically what it is, J-Dog. Supersets, basically. Nice 22 in. Woo-wee. Get over here and hit back. I like to hit belts a lot because anytime you're on any magic machine or any magic, you're going to feel it in your delts more than anything. Unless you're doing like dead delts or quarters. But any other upper back, it's not part of your delts pretty much. I think that was the first set. So we'll do another set of that and then go up some more. Whoops. Oh, yeah. I think I just did one set. Let's wait for it. Let me do another one. Hard to keep track when I'm talking at the same time. Usually I'm not talking. And I'm gonna skip sixes. 3 6s and 9s I usually skip. I'm gonna jump to 70. I will do 60-pound dumbbells and 30-pound dumbbells and 35. All that good stuff. But you won't see me touching 60s, 9s, or 30s on any machine. Got a weird thing for numbers. So I just don't fuck with them. My favorite exercise to do? Probably triceps. Triceps and probably shoulders. But if I had to pick, if you were to ask me what I think, what is my favorite exercise per muscle group, I'm gonna say chest would pick what's in. My favorite exercise for chest, up deck, table flies, and then incline. If I had to use just one, table flies. Now when you're using table flies, you can take your upper, middle, lower pectoral. So I would do table flies. might go here to the back. Used to be core. Core used to be my favorite back when I was still competing and stuff like that. But nowadays, yeah, they are, man. They're great. Because when you think about it, only reason I do flat bench at all is for show. Because on that flat bench, if you were to ask what exercise targets your chest the most, maybe flat bench. Because flat bench, when you get on there, you're going to notice you're not really feeling a big stretch. But I still hit it up just to hit numbers, just for show. That's it. And then they're going to take advantage of it. Yeah.
They called me Saturday. I was like, I'm not saying I'm in Kansas. I was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm not terminal location services offer. I said, I'm in Kansas. I'm like, just make up some bullshit. I never looked at coming out. I didn't give a fuck about their jobs, their leaving, who was working. I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fucking days. I
part-time anyway. But they forgot that. Fucker. You wanted part-time, not fucking full-time.
And if they want me to run 6 days a week, they're going to give me a day off every week.
Oh, yeah, for
If
sure.
you're doing Saturday, you're going to give me a couple days off every week.
Yeah.
I'm not work 6 days a week. Not my age, not anybody.
Hell no. What did they do when you had to do that overnight trip? Did they give you that per diem?
What?
That overnight trip you were telling me about, where you had to go to Alabama, I think it was?
Yeah.
And back, did they give you per diem for that?
Fuck no.
No? Dang.
I drove back home for 50. For nothing, for free. I wasted a whole goddamn day driving 750 miles for free.
See, that's some bullshit right there.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna work on Saturday.
Nah, hell no, I wouldn't.
I'm like, I was like, pay me the $500 or whatever on Wednesday, like I did it, like that.
Dude, man. Hell yeah, that's crazy. Easy money. Sorry about that. Let's see what we got going on here. Whew. Alright, let's go back and hit these belts up. And I think we did our second set. Hell no. That's got to show that you can work hard, so now they're not taking advantage of that. Every chance they get it.
Every single chance.
Good. They're going to let everybody else have days off. But,
Like today, all I got's a little local run. I'll be done by noon. It don't matter when I leave. It only takes a couple hours to do the job. But that's a job, and I will be done with it. $100 says when I go park the truck, go on. Hey, I need you to run this.
yeah, especially if it's only like a 4 or 5 hour trip. Yeah. I'll call you. Text you going. I think we're going to go for, we're going to try to do the whole stack over here too. So, oh wait a minute, let me do something before I forget. Sometimes this happens. There we go. Had to fix the messaging thing. Fall back a little bit, there we go. We'll do 12 of that. I think we're going to go ahead and jump up on the tricep too. I think I want to hit the 80s. And I can already tell you the radio is about to come on, so I have to play it soon. We'll go ahead and hit the 80s. Then probably go to 500. I get the mini fridge up here in a minute. Might do the next set without the elbow braces because it fucking wearing me out with the elbow braces on. Take that back. Next up, definitely easy. I'm gonna take them off for the belts. It says 100, so or else forget. Go ahead and load it. Delt time. And when did we hit 85 laps? Okay. I'm just gonna throw 100 on it. We should, I want to say we got at least 145, 175 in the tank. At least. Next is 115. Alright, now time for the whole stack over here. Let's get it. What all you hitting today?
I was late, so I just got some arms in.
Oh hell, you already done?
Yeah.
Dang. Excuse me. Alright, I get these elders race from the sleeves. How you doing? That's probably the last set of this. And then just belts until we hit lats. Whew. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna draw an 8 or 10 in the tank. That's one thing too. If you see how I'm doing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, I would definitely be a lot stronger if I only did like 2 muscle groups a day. But I've never been one for that. It's just not, it doesn't work for me. Because I'm here so long, so I mean, you know, I'm hitting everything. Come on, there you go. Yeah, easy one. I'm gonna grab me a water. One good thing here is they have a mini fridge, so when I come in, I fill it full of my waters. If I drink my gallon here, I'm supposed to get a gallon of water in a day, I drink it while I'm here. Yesterday was like a hydration day after the gym. I noticed I felt a little sluggish. Because a lot of people don't realize that water alone doesn't hydrate you. You need electrolytes. You know, so I went out, I drank like cold power load each day. I'll drink probably a probiotic water with electrolytes. So stuff like little stuff like that. Make sure you're hydrated. Because I don't take BCAAs anymore. Like I don't take intra. So because I remember back when I used to work a regular job, I was working construction. They made us carry, like, every time we go out, our truck had tons of water on it. Gallons of water on the back of our truck. But if water alone doesn't hydrate. So one day I ended up falling out at work. If you ever had heat exhaustion, it's fucking scary if you don't want it. So always water, electrolytes. Always. So I'm skipping the 30 and I'm going straight to the 45. So I'm gonna try to go to 5 or 8. Pretty sure we got it. Okay. Yeah. That eighth one, that seventh and eighth was sloppy as shit, but I still like it. Alright, we're done with that. We are done. I don't know, because I know he's going to Daryl be here. He might be taking the day off or something. I don't know, he's usually here shortly after I get here. I hope he's alright. Yeah, for sure. I got a friend of mine, he was over in Saudi Arabia, and over there, they had bottles of water with salt already in them, you know? And that's it, I've never heard of water with salt already in it, but you know, it's so hot in Saudi Arabia that you need all that salt to retain your fluid so you don't fucking fall out, you know? So, that was different. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll probably do some straight bar curls with this in between here, so that should be fun. This right here isn't just to relax. I've actually got a single arm lat row that I do over on this machine, but that is for, I think I've done that. No, I've done that in my first heavy day week. Hopefully, my actual heavy day next week I'll be able to show you all. So let's see here, let's go 120 on, just big 2 sets. Go down to 100, do 2 sets. 780, set 70. And then bang out 50 for like 50. And then 70 for 50. That should be fun. Let's go ahead and get it. Just 12 reps to do. Take these off. Whew. And let's go hit this straight bar up in between sets. Just a little light something. I'm gonna throw like 10 plates on. Work our way up to a 45 plate. Something like that. It's not over there, so I'm gonna have to hunt it real quick here there. Okay, bar is gone. It's probably around here somewhere, but I have no idea where it could have went to, so fuck it, I'm just not even gonna look for it. I'll do something else and that's sometimes that happens, but it's all good. Guess that gives my elbows a little rest. Sometimes I'll lean back. Sometimes I'm just straight, so I'll lean back at these. Patrol. Easy, honey. Yeah, I'm just kind of burning through this one. Because I've got a lot more back to do. So we'll see. I don't know if you can see all them calluses. Ugh. Oh yeah, dude. My grandmother swears by pickle juice. Swears by. She uses it for muscle cramps too. I haven't used it for muscle cramps, but yeah. 10:45 plates. Whew. That crushed me, bro, for sure. Yeah, someone took that, bro, for sure. That happens, man. Sometimes they disappear, then they come back. You know.
I'm still ready to work off.
I do 14 with the next one too.
It's bullshit. It always is.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Are you out?
Yeah, fucking guess so.
Hell yeah.
Oh, dog like that.
I don't blame you on that. They did ruin your whole workout. They sure did. Drop it down to 80. Sometimes I'll turn around, do them that way too. Keep forgetting I got the sweat vest on. Makes me sweat even more. So I'm sitting here with all the sweat going out. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then I realized, oh, it's because it's sweat. I'm just glad I was able to fix that AC a little bit. It ain't helping much, but it's still. Wait a minute, let me do straight, please. I was feeling at 14, but I think next time I hit last, I'm going to start going up. I can hit way more than this, of course, but I usually like to focus like no more than 12, no less. But I think 14 is going to be the new number. I'm about to bump that up. So now I'm going to lean back a little bit. down to 70. Now 70, I'm just gonna go stupid good and just do a bunch of different reps. And then 50, I'm doing 50 for 50. I'm gonna switch up to my other bar when I hit that 50 mark. Just because there's another bar here I like using. It's pretty neat. Some boiled eggs. Oh gosh, dude. Whew. Yeah, it is some good protein real quick too. Just the aftermath of boiled eggs, bro. Phew. No, I'm actually empty right now. What I do is like I'll be here and I don't have breakfast until like right after I leave. I'll have me some quick protein, like a protein shake or something. Then I'll go home and I'll cook up some chicken and rice, eat it. You know, I eat like 5 times a day, but I'm not a morning eater because I get up so early. Sometimes I'll smash out a Greek yogurt, but otherwise my stomach can't handle it. So I'm empty coming in here. I'd be a lot stronger in here if I had carbs in me or something, but I don't. Yeah, it does. That's why I try to get protein in, like a protein shake in, within 30-minute window. Like when I leave this gym, sometimes when I'm doing my cardio on the treadmill, I'll actually bang out my protein shake on that while I'm walking, you know? I'll do that. But if I don't do cardio, then it's pretty much as soon as I leave or right after I'm leaving. Just depends. But a 30-minute window nonetheless. Might do 50 of this, too. Easy, honey. So now, this is a fun attachment. And I really like this one, but I only use it for one set. Like tomorrow, I'll use this attachment for my back, and I'll do 5 sets of 14 or 12, and this gives you a good deep, when you come down, boom, good deep dig into your back. And I'll use that tomorrow since it's full body light. And then what I'm about to use right now, if I can get all these attachments off of it, is this bad boy. Now you gotta watch when you're changing the weight with this, because this actually has some heft to it. So if you pull the pin out, this thing's gonna come flying down. But what I like to do is, you see where my hands are right now, 20, then 20, then 10, you know, like that. You gotta be real careful with that. I think I got me a nice little vitamin water in my bag. And I love vitamin water. I'm not saying that vitamin water is 100% legit with their dosing, but anything with zinc in it, I like that. That's the whole reason you want to drink vitamin water, is with zinc. And the vitamin C, but your body doesn't store vitamin C, it gets it right out. There we go. Now, even though I'm done with that set, I actually love this hair. Don't let it get twisted. Now we're gonna move over to another back workout. We gotta still hit arms, man. I've only done one set of buys today. Well, one run. So we're gonna have to hit some more buys for sure. If it wouldn't have been for somebody taking that bar, it would have been blasting. I'm trying to think yesterday. I think I did try stuff yesterday too. Over here. But we're gonna blast back now. And you might be thinking, when you see this, you're gonna be like, well, you just done that over there. Kind of. This is a different angle. Nonetheless, more reps ain't gonna hurt, so I don't think I really need these braces for it quite this way. Alright, so I need the lovely straight bar. And I'm probably gonna need like I'll go for 300 reps. Doing sets of 25. Weight 50 reps down to 100. Same as yesterday. Put the whole stack on there. Skippy. There we go. Whole stack. Let's go. And I switch my hands up. See, I got my knuckles facing forward, overhand, underhand. So first set would be overhand. And when you change them, if you do any pulling motion, you come down like this, you're going to feel a big difference between overhand and underhand. You might not think it, but if you do it, you're like, oh, okay. He's right, it is different. Now we'll do underhand desk. I don't think I need these. Yeah, it is, man, it is. It reminds me of an old fucking like window or something, like a bar window. It's definitely awesome. And if there ain't no music going on out here tomorrow, when I come in, I'll make sure to show you all the different other attachments. You know, like different attachments make a whole big difference. Because I got a straight bar versus a V-bar, completely different. Let's go. Underhand. Definitely get more range of motion. Underhand and you do overhand. And the reason I do O's instead of just saying, oh well, I'm just going to do underhand for all of it. It's extra reps. But if I came in and I do underhand for 25, then go down to 100, then I'm missing out. And I can do 2 sets of 25 of underhand, but the different movements. I want to make sure I'm hitting everything possible that I can hit. Same thing with forearms. I'll do like wrist curls with like the 25 or 20s, and I'll go for like 8 sets of 25. That's 200 reps. Then I'll go over here to like the grip trainer, sit there, have a quarter plate on or 2 quarters, and just keep banging that. Stuff like that, different movements, different things. Let's go. And I do a lot of speed. In my workouts. But I do slow. So I'm surprised ain't nobody came in here and said, go slower, go slower. You know, I do that. It's not all the time. My thing is endurance and stamina. And I make everything easier on you. Like when I'm over here on flat bench, I tell people all the time, arch that back. And like right now, I'm max on flat. It's 315 on a good day. For one, sometimes two. I'm just gonna say one. And I could not hit that number without arches and without digging when I got these calluses on my hands, I'll dig that into the bar. I do 14 reps of digging my hands into the bar, and then I swing back twice and open up the middle of my back to make sure that my wings are dug deep onto that bench. And then I arch, so that way when I'm benching, all the power from my legs, all the whole body is going in lifting. That way it makes it easier and gives you more power. If I was to lay flat on a bench, I couldn't hit more than 225 probably. Probably not. As long as your ass and back is on the mat, it still can. So that's why I do that. Work harder, smarter, not harder. I'm gonna sit here a second. Bro, you can't go wrong with getting a gym membership. You can't go wrong with that. It is kind of limiting, but you will have but if you do, like say you got your dumbbells, you can do, I'll have to, at the end of this, when I get done with this, I'll show you some different workouts you can do with dumbbells and curl bars. Because you can do legs with dumbbells, you can do your back with dumbbells, triceps, chest. I mean, you can do a lot of great stuff. You can build a good foundation. You know, but like I said, I did it all when I first started. I lost something 240 some pounds of fat, about 130 in 3 months without any weights, just straight up body weight workouts, water jugs, and eating. The food I was eating. But when I started doing this, I pounded everything into my brain. I stayed on my computer and my laptop, just researching different food, what this food does, what this fruit does, this workout, this muscle group. I'm constantly pounding it into my brain, so that's all I did was live, breathe, work out, food. You know? I wanted to get fit and I wanted to lose all that weight. That's what I did. The same thing I did when I got my license. I stayed up for 24 hours straight on a computer. I sat there on my computer retaking a DMV practice test over and over and over again. I remember I'd reach over, piss in a bottle, retake the test, eat some food, take the test. My grandmother came and got me as soon as the DMV opened. And she came to my house, got me. I get in her car, I don't say hi, how you doing, nothing. I reach down, grab her phone, DMV test over and over and over again. So that shit was pounded into my head. So when I got into that DMV and I'm taking my test, I'm just like, passed. That's how you gotta do things. I got this tattoo on my back across my short legs. It says balls deep. That's how I do things. I'm gonna do it through. That's basically all it is. I think I'd still be competing to this day too, if it wasn't for COVID shut everything down. Because 12, 17, 19 was the beginning of COVID. And I remember, and it was yesterday. And that fucked up everything I had lined up. But it's all good. Easy money. Gangster Cat, what's up, bro? How's the day going? Yeah, just looking in on that. That's what you gotta do, dude. For sure. Hey, you know, I had a good motivation, you know. Like I said, I was in a dead-end marriage. I was fat. I had 2 kids, I was raising by myself, you know. So, you know, I wanted to chase skirts, so I made sure I was in that position where I could. I wanted to go out and have fun. Hard. So that's what I did. Got 2 more sets. And then I'll show you some stuff you can do with them dumbbells, like curl bar. It doesn't matter what weight you got, really. I'm a big fan of lightweight. I would choose 5-pound dumbbells over 30 any day. You know, like people sleep on lightweight, but that lightweight is giving you them cuts and that definition. And heavyweight's going to give you strength and some size, but you know, tomato, tomato. You know what I mean? We start off with underhand this time. Now we work their way down to the hundreds, and now it's not really heavy at all. I'm still banging it out with these extra reps. I like sometimes I'll come over here and do wrist curls on this too. This is a good machine too. Basically, you can do every exercise you really want to do on a table. It's a good one because you got your table flies and chest, you got your triceps, your push downs, you got your lats that can come down and whoo, you got your curls, you got multiple different back workouts, multiple different arm workouts you can do. And now I've seen people take like a little sleeve and they'll hook it on there and do their legs with it. I don't like that, but some people do it. I've tried it, I didn't like it. But you can. Oh, yeah. As long as you do enough reps, man. It's like my finisher. Oops, I dropped the tripod. See? But my finisher is like usually I'll take a 5-pound dumbbell and do 100 straight reps and then 100 straight overhead tricep extensions. That's 200 reps total. And that's right before you leave the gym after you've been here all day. It's a killer for sure. Grab that. Another water. Now let's see here. I'm going to show you some different stuff you can do with your dumbbells. And you probably already know. You've probably already seen it, but it can't hurt. That's how I learned. I spent all that time watching other people. Watching their videos and stuff. Since I'm so coordinated, I'll show you this. You might not have an adjustable bench that you can do this on, but and you can look around your house and find stuff to do. And I remember I would do like dips on fences. Back at find fence and stick dips on muscles. You can pretty much find any. This is like kind of like fluid. So you can do like this right here. And this is delts, same thing we were doing over there. But I like to include these on a good bad day for extra. There's 10, and then spider curls. There's going to be 10. And I like a good spider curl. You can do this with a curl bar too. So if you pull out your curl bar, and you bang it out, and then let's say you do 5 sets of your curl bar, and then you do 5 sets of your dumbbells, 5 sets of 10 each, you've already got 100 reps. So easy money. Then after you class like this, show you something else too. Which I know you already know. It's just laying back skull crushers with dumbbells to do some concepts now. Basically, the main thing is just getting a good plan. Getting a good plan together, a good eating, good diet going. That's another thing. That's it. Being consistent. I remember I would run laps around my living room and my kitchen when I first started with attached. So I would run circles. I'd run in my living room all the way around my kitchen. I would just keep doing laps. And then I'd be in my living room jumping from the floor onto my couch, jump back down. Floor, couch, jump back down. Stuff like that. Who we got in here? Ryan Cordell. What's up, bro? How's your day going? Why would I get these tattoos? Because I like them, bro. That's why. I don't think tattoos are hard. Tattoos are meant to look like shit. If you have tattoos, you're supposed to be a wild motherfucker, so, you know. That's why I got it. They're not hard. People want to see art. The Sistine Chapel is art, not tattoos that go in your skin. That's why I don't get no more. I can't handle tattoos now. Tattoos and piercings I cannot handle. I never could handle piercings. I had an old girl hold me down. She sat on it because I said I wanted my lip pierced because this is back in 2008, 2009. During that whole emo craze, I really wanted it to look cool. I'll look like I can't do wrong. So but I was too scared to do it. So this big chick literally sat on top of me and stuck this rod clean through my lip. And I was kicking and screaming and crying all the way through. I was tougher then. I had a friend of mine. They drew up I've got a big ass tramp stamp. Big ass of my ex-wife's name. And I had a friend of mine, they drew up this real gangster looking Yoshi. It was like a gangster emo Yoshi. Went out of their way to draw it for me. It looked really cool. And they were going to put it on me for free. And so as soon as they started, they put that needle to my back. I started running. I said, hell no, get off. I can't do it. So I've got like a halfway finished Yoshi face on my back. And I think a lot of the tattoos is because girls were around. And I was 14 getting most of it, so yeah. Teenage hormones, bad decisions. I appreciate that, J-Dog. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got this one right here. I was 14 years old. It says Amanda. And she was a girl that I used to play music with at a gospel joint. And she was one of those religious girls that wear dress bottoms. They don't wear jeans. They can wear t-shirts. I think it was Mormon or Episcopalian, something like that. They had really long hair, down to their ass, and then dress bottoms, but t-shirts. And a lot of people don't realize this is that a lot of them religious people are actually really wild. The girls involved in churches and stuff, really wild. And she was 21, I was 14. And I remember the first time I met her, I was standing outside this gospel joint, just got done playing. And and I was smoking me a cigarette. She comes outside, and I sucked at guitar back then. I really sucked. She comes outside and says, "Oh, you play so good. I like the way you play." And 14-year-old me was like, "Oh gosh, I'm in love," you know. So we started riding around together, partying together, just doing stupid stuff. She told me she didn't have kids, but then I found out she had like 5 kids. Her sister takes me to a Mexican joint, and she says to me, she says, "You know, she has a whole club about her." And I said, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, they call it the Amanda Club." Anyhow, I didn't listen. The day I found out she had kids, after all the time we spent together, she sent a whole gang of people to my grandma's house to beat my ass. A whole squad full of grown ass men. I was 14. You know, a whole squad. They didn't do nothing, but nonetheless. So much for religion. But that's just the way it is sometimes. I don't regret it. She was fun. I think we've got one more set. And then we're going to jump to something else. But yeah. I've got like a ton of exes' names all over me. Don't know why I did that, but if I had to go back in time, if I could, and get some of them removed, I would, some. I keep the ones on my hand and face though. I keep those. Especially this one. Don't know if you can read that, but it says whore, slut, cunt on my hand. And then I got fuck on my knuckles right there. Yeah, so that one has a lot of meaning to it. Yeah, bro, I did some wild stuff, man. Nah, they didn't do crap, bro. That would have been pretty wild if I did, though, but they didn't do nothing. They got out of the car and came to the door, and then I go outside, and none of them do squat. That was different times, too. They probably would have beat the hell out of me if something did happen, but 14-year-old me would have gave me a good run for that money. Because I remember my grandparents and stuff were kids of like the 50s and 60s. And so my granddad got drafted and had to go to Vietnam. And, you know, they liked all that 60s music and 50s stuff, but they hated hippies. They hated anybody that dodged the draft like that ran because he got forced to go. And a lot of people would either get killed or they'd come back all messed up. So my grandparents, they really emphasized hating draft riders. And when I was 14 years old, there was this boy named Rex Jones. And he ran a little grocery store or gas station thing. He was a draft rider. And I was 14 years old, and I'd go into the store, and I would smoke cigarettes in there, just throw them at him, or I'd knock his shelves over, and just terrorize him. And he would never do nothing about it because he didn't want the whole town to know that he, dodged a draft. Same thing goes for this other dude. He remember his name, but his last name was Dyer. And he paid for his girl to have an abortion back in the day. And 14-year-old me was definitely against abortion and all that back then. I'm completely different now. But he didn't want people to know that because his mother was like 80 years old. She was real big in the church. So I'd go in there, throw cigarettes at him, and tear up this stuff. And I think I've done it because I could get away with it. Simply because it was black extortion. They didn't want it. But that's just stuff I did. I wouldn't do it now. But then again, that's over 20 years ago, so. you grow up. Uh-oh, 21 with a 38-year-old. Hell yeah. The highlight of your dating experience? Hell yeah, bro. That's what's up. Shoot, now I'm not girl crazy no more, man. When after that happened with that Amanda girl, I went absent until I was 19. Because 13 and 14, I was incarcerated pretty much the whole 13 age. I get out at 14, and when I got out, all of this emo goth stuff had really become popular, and everybody knew that I had been incarcerated. And so everybody thought I was some kind of like little bad boy or something. All these girls just came running to me. So I went girl crazy. At 14, it was just this girl, that girl, that girl, that. But then, after I did all that, I realized, like, hey, I need to slow down. So 14 to 19, absent. And the only reason I have all these kids now and all that, what got me into it was a friend of mine. We were partying together, and he dumps this girl on the phone. He calls her up and dumps her right in front of me. And he says, hey man, you want me to give you her number? She'll go with you right now. I said, yeah. I was trying to look cool in front of my friend, you know. So I did, and I relapsed. And after that, it's just kids and wives, all that good stuff. Here's something else you can do with dumbbells. Take these. This is your triceps here, these cold punches. I actually love doing cold punches, but I don't do them often. I need to change it. I'm going to do 5 sets of 20. But I still want to bang out some more dumbbells. We'll probably run the rack after we do 5 sets of 20. We'll run the rack from 5 to 20. We'll run it 5 times, fast as we can. There we go. See, I ended up, because of my way with women, I ended up a 3-time felon. So it's another reason I slowed it down. I think it's kind of BS that I'm a 3-time convicted class 5 felon because I married multiple women. And now they call that polyamory, which is bullshit because I paved the way for everybody else. You know, I think that's gay. But now people are doing that, and they're calling it this and that, and they're, you know, some of them are half gay and all that stuff. And I've done it just because I could. I didn't do it for any religious purposes or any belief. It's just, if I've got this baddie here and this baddie here, I'll see you have a good one. At the time, I thought, oh, well, I'm having fun, we're partying, you know, they're hot now, so why not? And then I learned after that, that's a fella. So now I'm going to big figures. So now I'm just happy by myself, you know? Like, once I cross that line with the girls, it falls through the wall, you know? So now I just chill. Yeah, bro. Yeah, and it was scary, bro, all because I married people. Like, I had never really done anything that big before, you know? And it was very scary. Like, they drugged me out of work. At the time, I was still working a regular job. They drugged me out of there, and they were saying 10 years per charge because it was bigamy, forgery, and perjury. And I'm like, what the hell? All because I married people, you know? Like, that was scary, man. I went nuts. I literally went crazy. And you could already assume what happened to the girls when that happened. The party was over. So guess we're leaving. Bye-bye. You know? Yeah. So you just gotta know the difference between having fun with them and, marriage. Don't do that. That's right, bro. That shit was crazy, man. But the one thing about all that is that by that point they tried to, they wanted to act like it was still like the 1800s or something. But a lot of people defended me and everything, so they put me in the news for that and everything, man. But now if you get on TikTok, you'll see a million of people doing it. Yeah. It's stupid. One more set of these and we're going to move on to, I think about it, dumbbell stuff. I want to run it. Now, oh yeah, now you can do this with the curl bar too, obviously. You just come back, close the bar. If you're doing it with your curl bar, bring your hands to your forehead. Some people will go behind their head. I can't really get my arms behind my head much, but lay back, bam, skull crush. Oh, this is just consistency. Something else you can do with your dumbbells or your curl bar. You can do all these workouts I'm showing you with your curl bar and dumbbell. Lean over, ass out, boom. That's your back right here. Boom, boom. There you go. Get another. Good shit. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. Now this right here will be for your dumbbells. But come down, lay on something flat, arms out. Hey. 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 And that's dumbbell flies. That's all something else. Sorry. I'll show you this one too. With your dumbbells, these are called static holds. And I used to be known for doing these. So which one do? One, I'll start with that. Hold one arm up. Bang. And then bang. Static hold. So when you're holding that one up the whole time, it's putting all that tension on there. So when you get done with this one, and you hold it up, boom, you're going to put all the tension on it, go back in. Static hold. Woo. The simple stuff you can do. The Viking rows, okay. Oh, you mean like, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about, usually I see people doing them with kettlebells, but you're talking about. Yeah. And that's going to hit you. Watch my arms. Watch up here, shoulders. That's going to hit your shoulders and your traps more. But that's good too. My thing is the main thing you got to focus on when you're doing anything is form. Once you learn that form, you get your form technique down, That's what these mirrors and gyms are for. And so when you're working out, you can watch your form and you can watch yourself all partying. That's what mirrors are for in gyms. So that's the main thing you need to work on is form. Biggest thing. Yeah, the static pulls are nice, bro. Very nice. Oh, sideways, left and right. Okay, okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Okay. Basically, the lat. There you go. So basically, like that. Your lat raises. That's what I call it. Okay, hell yeah. That's what I think. I like to do like any lat raises. The dumbbell. That's targeting. Boom, boom, bang. Your lats and everything. All that good stuff. Alright, so now, let's see. Is it time to run it? How long is the live going anyway? I do want to hit some leg. Oh, 1 hour and 48. Alright, so after this, we're going to hit some legs. Yay. And I'm only really doing this because we didn't get to do the curl bar earlier. Like it's disappears now. But we're going to go ahead and grab. We're going to run the rack, do 5 sets of that. And I'm just going to 20s. So 5 to 20, bam, 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 bam. Like that. And instead of doing bunch of curls, it's going to be double bicep curls, double hammer curls. And I'm going for speed here because this is going to give you a sick ass pump when you get done. Because you're going so fast, doing it. You're thinking out different reps, different weights. You'll know when you have a really great pump, just because you won't be able to touch your shoulders back. That's when you know you got a sick ass pump. Continue to touch it. Almost there. Hit my fingertips to touch it. So 5 to 5 sets, we should be able to touch it. Yeah. Well, what I do, like I said, I do full body every day. I'm not necessarily I'm only going heavy on 2 days out of the week. The rest is, I might throw some heavy in. Like today, we did the whole stack on them machines. So yeah, we went a little heavy today, but that's because I chose to. It was just a random occurrence that I said, fuck it, let's go heavy. But I'll hit legs, like the first day I'm here, I'll usually use machines like leg curls, stuff like that on machines. The second day, which was yesterday, shoulder day, I would do like, before I started the stream, I did some hip thrusts. And then you see me do the quad lift, the quad sections. So I'll do stuff like that. Like I said, I just do enough legs just to get that natural test boost out of it. Let's just say Chad's Jewel Pod. What's up, bro? How's it going? Alright, let's go back over here and hit these runs back again. I'm just doing 10 reps. I could do more of a 1 or 2, but just trying to get a good 6 month down. We've been here for almost 2 hours, so, you know, ooh, about these triceps. I threw them up and do the triceps, and it's just natural, you know. I got here when it's running. I'm not a big fan of hammer curls, but I do do. reps right there. So for the last set we did, we ran it 40, 40, that's 80. I keep thinking of the Brady Bunch theme song in my head while I'm working. Don't know why, but it's stuck in my head this morning. Woo! Extend, what's up, bro? How's your day going? Let me. Did it come back? Okay, yeah. We had that problem yesterday, but that's the first time it cut out today. If it does it again, fucking put my hotspot on. Let's go ahead and hit these again. I think this is like my 4th bottle. If I wasn't live, I would have done banged out 5 with my money for sure. Another set. We still ain't done core yet either. Still got core to do, legs, and oh yeah, and shoulders. I want to do some shoulders today too. We still got quite a bit to do. And I think I'm gonna end the stream after shoulders, so I can go do my cardio. Alright, so right there, 40 times 3 is 120. So 120 reps of just that lightweight back, you know? And I like doing shit like that. Hell yeah, bro. I guess it was time. Oldest ride, longest line, hell yeah. I ain't heard no Flair stuff in a long time. You know what's crazy is I haven't really watched wrestling since probably 1999. The last time I actually seen it was probably 2000 and I had 2 kids, so I'm assuming this is probably 2014 or 15. I was dating this really redneck girl, and they were pretty much like the clumps from the Nutty Professor. That's pretty much how that whole fucking family was, but they loved wrestling. And so it was called a draft. And I watched all the wrestlers that I knew growing up go somewhere else. Like I don't know where they went, because when I was watching wrestling, it was WCW and NWO, and then WWF. I don't know anything else about wrestling after that. But when I was watching it, me and my granddad would be in the basement, watching it on an old black and white TV, and I'd be laying on the basement floor playing with my little wrestling figures, you know. So anything after that, I don't really know. Yeah, it would have been 1999 because it was Y2K. Because I remember this one friend of my mom's, they came up from Florida, and her brother had bought a WWF CD. And we were in my stepbrother at the time's room listening to that CD on a computer. And it was Y2K. It was the night that the world was supposed to end. Because I remember my mother had took Pokemon cards, put them up on this tall shelf. I was short, I was only like this tall. And she went up there and climbed that shelf and got them for me. So I remember that. And that was the last time I actually paid attention to wrestling. It's 160. Yeah, that really was prime wrestling, man, for real. Because when I was growing up, like I said, I'm pretty sure you're close to the same age as me. Pretty sure. I might be a little bit older, whatnot. But when I was growing up, you could go to the rental store, and they would have VHSs of like Sting, back when he had the blonde hair and the little face paint. You know, it looked like Ultimate Warrior, kind of. You'd go rent those VHS movies and watch them. And the main thing I liked about wrestling was never the actual wrestling itself, the promos. It was all that shit talking they did and all of that, man. Like, I love that. Macho Man was probably my favorite. Him and Ultimate Warrior were probably my two favorites. Those two guys could really sell it, you know? You would watch their promos, there was no better performer than them. Like, Flair was okay, but Flair really acted like Jack in person. I think Flair's whole persona on wrestling was actually him. And I think I can always kind of relate to Macho Man a little bit. Because of him and his relationship with Elizabeth and the cheating, the beating, and all that, you know, I kind of relate to that. So Macho Man is definitely my favorite. And Ultimate Warrior. Woo! So there you have it. 200 reps in that short time period. And the best built wrestler of all time, Ultimate Warrior. There was no better shaped wrestler than Ultimate Warrior. I mean, that British Bulldog looked good. And then the Road Warriors were more jacked. Like, Road Warriors were the biggest. They were definitely the biggest and most jacked wrestlers of all time. Ultimate Warrior was the most shredded and just diced up wrestler of all time. Whatever he was sticking, give me some of that. I'll stick that all day, you know, for sure. Yeah, he was, bro. Definitely the most built one. Hell yeah, dude. There was no better looking wrestler than Ultimate Warrior. Macho Man and Hulk Hogan. Hulk had some big ass arms. Okay, he didn't look bad. Macho Man would go from jack to skinny. Like, Macho Man didn't really... When Macho Man was in Spider-Man, yeah, he was a monster, mass monster. But other than that, Macho Man would get really in good shape, but then he'd let it go. You could tell when he was on something versus when he wasn't. Ultimate Warrior was a straight animal. And so was Sting. In his prime, Sting was pretty good too. Because Sting, to me, the old original Sting looked like Dolph Lundgren. He looked like the Dolph Lundgren in Rocky. Just, he was a bit bigger. But the blonde hair reminded me just of Dolph Lundgren. Alright, so now, what the fuck else? Oh yeah, shoulders. I think we're just going to do like 5 sets of 20 with the 80s over here. Oh yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Oh yeah, bro, he definitely was. He was on the best of the best, for sure. All of them were. But he must have had the top of the cream of the crop, is what Ultimate Warrior had, for sure. I think of any other ones that look pretty good. Who's that one wrestler? It's not British Bulldog. He was like really close with Sting, and now his spine got messed up, and now he hangs out with not DDP. He does that yoga with DDP now. But I'm not thinking of his name. But he was really close to Sting from long in the 80s. And then he got his spine messed up, now he's DDP and all that. I'm trying to think of who he was, but he was pretty jacked too. All of them were. But like I said, Ultimate Warrior was definitely the best. There we go. Do 4 more sets of 20 of that. Let me fix this real quick. Whoa, wrong thing. There we go. Scott Steiner, yeah. Now he was all right. He was all right for sure. I forgot all about him. Yeah, and Goldberg looked pretty good. He was kind of like, if I had to rate his physique, he looked great. He's in great shape. But compared to all the other guys, Goldberg would be jacked, but kind of shredded too, I guess. Because Goldberg had some size on him, for sure. He still does, as far as I know. But he definitely did not have the definition of Ultimate Warrior. And he wasn't as jacked as the Road Warriors. Easy, man. Phew. Trying to think of some other ones. Like I said, British Bulldog was pretty jacked too. I think he's the one that got killed flying in from that one rope or something, coming in, and it snapped his neck or something. I think that's him. If I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. And Flair never looked that good neither. Like Flair, he would sometimes get kind of jacked, but he was never, he couldn't hold a light to Ultimate Warrior or any of the rest of them. He'd be like, I think Flair's physique, prime Flair physique would be, it'd be like bottom tier compared to the rest. Oh yeah, bro. I don't know, you can sometimes find it. Like I've seen footage, tons of footage of Macho Man working out and not Ultimate Warrior, but what do you say, bud? Chilling. Hulk Hogan and all that good stuff. I'll have to look it up, see what I can find. I did see old Ultimate Warrior training a bunch of little kids. I seen footage of that. But his workouts had to be pretty intense for sure. Oh yeah, loads of sniff. Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. Well, that's the thing, man. When you come into these gyms and stuff, everything's available. It really is. Like I can get Anavar anytime I want it. I can get D-ball anytime I want it. Test, TRT, whatever. I can get it. Snap a finger. And of course, other things go into play too. Like the more you're in, the longer you've been in, you will notice there is all kind of substances that you can partake in if you want. Woo! You take it easy there, Sheen Sutherland. I think that's the name of no Sean Strickland. Come on, thinking of. That's something. But yeah, it's not that uncommon. And as you age, you have to take stuff anyway, so you know, there's nothing wrong with it. I tell you, if a group of people that I would love to train with, and I know they would whoop my ass, as in Shaolin monks, or however you say it, Shaolin or Shaolin, whatever, those dudes, they may not be jacked and all that, but I have seen videos of them where that one dude would just stand there and the rest of them would just boom, 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 kick the shit out of him, and he's standing there just eating. I've seen videos of them taking like big old branches and just beating people with it, and them just standing there straight taking it. That is the epitome of like endurance, stamina. Those guys, they live and breathe it. So if I could train with them one time, think of all the stuff you would have to learn. You would learn so much. Just from that one time of training, that would be badass. Only bad thing is, I don't know if they've changed up now, but they won't let outsiders train with them. Well, I used to look it up a little bit, so I'm white, so I guess I can't. See, that shit would be awesome. Those monk dudes, man. Or Jackie Chan. Let's just take Jackie Chan for example. Prime Jackie Chan, just training with him. And I'm not a fighter, so I don't train for boxing or nothing like that. And Jackie Chan doesn't train for weights and stuff. I'm pretty sure he has used them, of course. But he doesn't train for it. But I would go out of my way just to train with him and let him teach me some of his stuff. That'd be cool. Or at least show me. That's like if you had the opportunity, if Bruce Lee was still alive. Bruce Lee was probably the best fighter there ever was. I mean, the man was a menace. But I have seen Bruce Lee's workout list. Like what weights he was hitting and stuff. Hardly any. A kid who did his workout at the gym, weight workouts. But he wasn't the weightlifter, So there's our 5 sets of that. Oh, it would be, bro. It would be. Yeah, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris would be awesome, too. Because technically, him and, I don't know how really close they actually was, but Bruce Lee trained Chuck Norris. Don't know how close they were. I wasn't there, obviously. But training with Chuck Norris would be badass, too. Even though he's like 80, it'd still be badass. Yee. Now let's see, what other shoulder workout do I want to do? Since I did that, I think. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do some dumbbell shrugs. Dumbbell shrugs work. So we'll start with 50s. We'll do 20, 25, something like that. Definitely don't need these for shrugs. Always like these movies, but he was just a monster. Even the movie about Bruce Lee is badass. I guess we're doing 25, since that's what I looked for. We did 4 sets of 25, fill up weight and stuff. All that good stuff. Let me fix this again. I hate how it does this. At least it's not cutting out too bad with the Wi-Fi. Boop. There we go. There's so many good ones, for sure. Or Jean-Claude Van Damme. He'd be another cool one to train with. And he was in great shape. He was, in his prime, he was really great. In blood sports, he looked great in that. For sure. Let me grab another water. Oh yeah. That'd be cool as shit too. I have watched a couple of his training videos. I watched his forearm workout, which was pretty standard, but it definitely makes sense. He was a freak of nature, dude. In blood sports, this shit was fun, for sure. Getting, I said I quoted it, didn't I? I think we're going to do weighted leg raises today before and medicine ball. 100 reps. Should be fine. Alright, so now we'll go 50, we'll go 60. Something else you can do with your dumbbells too. Let's see, as I'm doing with. And that's your shoulders, traps. When I say words like traps or shoulders, I mean both. Typically, that's what I mean. So people see me doing something, and I say, oh, this is your shoulders. I mean traps too. What do you think about Steven Seagal, though? Yeah, they are, bro. I love shrugs. I like doing a good barbell shrug too. If I really want to go heavy on shrugs, I'll go in there to the squat rack and I'll load a couple 45s on a straight bar and just shrug it out. I usually do a workout like that on a gym day like tomorrow where it's all light body, everything. But that'd be something I throw in randomly. And I love doing it. It's just, I've been doing this so long, sometimes you forget workouts or sometimes you add new, throw away old ones. You know. The shrugs are badass. I'll do like plate shrugs. I'll put a plate in each hand and just do like as many reps as I can. That's good too. Yeah. Easy money. So I want to do at least one more shoulder workout, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. Yeah, that's tomorrow, okay. I'm going to go heavy on that tomorrow. It's a lat raise machine. Not lat raise, it is like it is. Lateral raise. Oh, that's the word I was looking for. Trying to think of another shoulder workout. We did that and we did this. Should I do a burnout? Oh yeah, 100 reps. Let's go. I'm just gonna say fucking do 100 reps. Yeah, bro. Steven Seagal, he's pretty wild, man. You know, growing up, man, my granddad used to love Steven Seagal movies, Chuck Norris, Jean-Claude Van Damme, all that good fighting movies, you know. And I grew up watching them too with him. And the thing is nowadays, a lot of people think differently of Steven Seagal. But you got to remember too, people like Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal, Bruce Lee, they didn't really care about physiques too much. Like, yeah, obviously Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris would want to stay smaller and lighter weight so they could be as fast and aerodynamic, of course. But they're not going for like muscular size or cut up and they're not going for that. And so Steven Seagal is now older and he's gotten quite portly. But you gotta think his age and everything, you know? And I don't know how much real experience Steven Seagal actually has. Like, yeah, he's done all of those competitions and everything. But the footage of Steven Seagal at those competitions now look a little because you'll see him and he'll be taking one finger, throwing people. And they're running to him, like trying to grab him. If we're in a fight, I'm going to try to throw my legs at you or my fists at you. I'm not going to try to run up on you, you know. I ain't saying Steven Seagal isn't talented. He's definitely spent his life studying and training. So he's definitely legit. It's just how much experience he actually has. Does he have the same experience as Chuck Norris? I don't know. But I wouldn't sleep on it. Because he does know something. He would have had to have learned with 70 years of training. He had to learn something. Yeah, the two-finger thing. Yeah, if you've seen him, man, his footage, man, and that's his new footage and stuff, or his most recent, whatever you want to call it. Like, he's not young in these, but he has been in several competitions throughout his whole life. Like, you can easily find him, you know. But he's also a big famous actor, so if he tells you you're going to lose, and he pays you to lose, guess what? You're losing. You know what I'm saying? But that old two-finger flip thing, come on now. That sounds like some of that bullshit, you know? We'll do 100 reps, let's go, 20 pounds. Just something to burn them out with. Can't put them down, but you can chill for a second. Now I'm going to do another 10. As long as they don't drop their hands, you're good. You got to get that 100 in. Woo. Woo-wee, man. Woo. Let's go, come on. See, that's just 20 pounds. That's lightweight. You ain't got enough. It's going to put it to you. Now let's go hit, let's do some weighted leg raises. And this is something you can do with your dumbbell too. That's what I'm going to use. Whew. There we go. Go back and you look at all my close down videos, all of my competition videos. The core I had back then was never from sit-ups. Sit-ups are probably one of the most useless exercises you can do. This right here is when I go with your lower core. I'm going to show you lower core, middle. And for that upper core, you want to do some planks. All kind of crazy shit. I'll show you. I'll grab a 8 pounder. I'm going to do 5 sets of 10. What you're going to do is just put it in between your feet. Up. that and hanging, when you get up on a pull-up bar, you hang like this back here, you bring those legs up, you hold on, you go back down, you spin your legs around. That's how I built that nice V-cut shape they used to have. I still got four, but they don't look nothing like they used to, for sure. Yeah, bro, like the classic sit-ups that people see in movies, where you stick your feet under something. If you lay down in your floor or on a yoga mat right now, and you put your feet under something, and you come up, you know, you tell me where you feel that at. And I guarantee you, you're going to say your tailbone and your lower back, even if you got the yoga mat or pillow, whatever, you know, and you're going to say you don't really feel it in your stomach. Now you might do, let's say you do 50 of those sit-ups straight, and you're like, oh gosh, I can't do no more, I'm wore out. That's your back. That's your back wearing out, not your core. You pretty much just put all that wear and tear on your back. If I had to pick great exercises to build a great core, it's going to be hanging leg raises in the pull-up bar. What I'm doing now, planks. And weighted planks, you know, but that's what I'm doing the best. And I do have a pose down video on this channel. I got two. One from like 2018, 2019, and one from like 2021. So the video is titled Flair All Juiced Up. And that was, I think that was 2018, 2019, something like that. 2019 COVID hit, and I got fat. But then 2019 is also when the first time I ever took steroids. So, because right when they let the gym reopen, I said, you know what, I'm getting it all back. So I jumped on steroids then, and looking pretty great. I'm gonna say that. Baby. Hint something. What's up, bro? How's it going? So yeah, you'll see. You go back on my channel, and you'll see like the short I was telling you about. On that short, it shows when I was like completely natural when I first lost all that weight, and then it started. You see the progression. Like you'll see like abs coming out, shoulders coming out, and then there's a picture in that video of me in a bathroom, and that was the very beginning of steroids. The very next picture is me doing incline sit-ups, ripped up his head, and that was full swing. I remember when I was homeless, I was taking steroids while I was homeless too. I chose to be homeless. Long story, I chose it. But I was probably the only homeless person on steroids. I'm probably the only one. Let me fix this real quick. It'd be doing this. Bloop. 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 There we go. Had to make some nice little sound effects with it. Alright, so we should be good on this one. Medicine all the time. Now, since I did that with my nasty ass feet, I'll really spray this in. There we go. Give it a good rub down. Nice and clean. I'm just doing like 5 seconds before workout, so now I'm gonna grab that medicine ball. And the heaviest medicine ball here is 20 pounds. That's all I can do. So, you got your good medicine ball. Just starting, I like to warm up with this twists. Kind of like half-ass Russian twists. 40 hours. You can do this with a dumbbell too. Ooh, pop my back, that felt good. And these are great to do with squats as well. Now I'll come up. I think I'm just going to do 12. I was going to stick with 10. 12 will do. And when you're coming up, you're going to see them. Who? See what I'm saying? Now, this one, kind of the same thing, but twist, twist. You pick up this speed too, but main thing is twisting first, then coming in. Twisting, coming in. You can 12 of that. Two more sets should do. The next one is imagine the Rockettes or a big band, big screen band, you know. You just bring it up all the way up. And all of this is all lower and middle abdominals. What's going on here? So I got this sweat vest on. So the whole purpose of having a sweat vest is to do more core, but since I've had it, I've done more of everything but core. So I really need to hunker down and focus on that. And then for the last set, I just want to do some twists. Let's tighten up the old diaphragm a little. Easy. You know what? Because we're live right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab these 100-pound dumbbells and I'm just going to take them for a ride for a second. Because I'm already been here for 2.5 hours. So let's just take them for a ride. I don't know if I even can. I'm a little exhausted. And it's not heavy day. But let's just see what we can do. If I can get them for at least 4 or 5 right now, I'd be happy with that. I think I did a video short, I think it was last week or the week before, where I did the hundreds for like 12, something like that. So, and I'm only doing this because my ego's getting to me. So this is usually when you do stupid shit. So hopefully it's all good, I don't hurt myself. But let's get it. Definitely pulling on the elbow more than that. I'll reach it whatever. Excuse me. Make sure the hands are good and dry. I didn't even see no glass. I hope I can run over there. I'm not used to it.
Yeah, I think you're fine. It starts right here and it goes over this.
Oh, I see you looking at that. Yeah, the bottle.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go ahead and hit him. Shimmy the old britches up. Let's go. Hundos. Wait, come on. Hey. Wait, let's go. Come on. Woo! I got him over here. Hey. Go. Woo! I got 7. I'm surprised I had that. The 7th was a little sloppy, but I'm taking it. Hey! Gotta do some walking back and forth action after that. Woo! Sure, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. I didn't think I had it in me. I rarely do dumbbell presses. Rarely. I used to do them every day. That used to be one of my main chest workouts. But like I said, over time, you add new stuff and you toss out other stuff. You know, so very surprised I can still do that. But the first time I've done it in a while was like 2 weeks ago when I did that video. Whew. I'm gonna let them sit for a minute. Let's go hit some legs, let my arms recover, and then I'll come pick them up and rack them. When I do them on shoulders, if I'm doing dumbbells for shoulders, and I do those quite often, I'll start in here and I'll go up to 75s. Because when you put this one in your hand and you're going over your head, this likes to tear the hell out of your wrist. So I'll go in here and use the fat grips, and then I can go heavier. Because these little thin bars, brutal on your wrists when you're doing overhead. Let's go ahead and do a set of legs, and then I'll re-rack them. Give me some recovery time on that one. Nobody can come in there. Oh shit, you know? I think I'm going to be very, very lightweight on this. There we go. As soon as I sit down, that's probably going to slide. I'm going to see. Oh, very nice, very nice. I just want some lightweight. We're going to do 5 sets of 20. Just enough to give them a nice little pump in them. Easy money. Now I'm going to go re-rack them. Oh, and I seen that chainsaw you were talking about the other day. You did a live of just a chainsaw. I seen that. I like how your lives are randomly put together. I like that. Whew, there's 40 reps altogether. We only got 70 pounds on here, but I'm not trying to go heavy. Two more sets of go. Now I'm gonna go put that other one back up. And I'll be back. Yeah, I seen it. I thought that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go home. When I go home today, and I'm gonna finish watching the rest of the first Army Man Chronicles. The thought process behind that's pretty dope. What'd be kind of cool too for you to do is whatever those figurines are, the tabletop stuff. It's like it's kind of like a game. I guess it's like a game, but it's a tabletop thing. And getting your take on those would be kind of cool. Let me check my other phone and see what it's charged up to. 100%. Let's go. Let me turn this on real quick. There we go. Then I seen you doing the Black Ops. I was like, oh damn, I thought you had it online. I was about to say we run that. Oh, dude, I'm pretty sure you'll come up with something cool. Or just throw some random shit together. That was funny. I like that. There it is. Another 5 set of 20. And I like how it's not some roast bullshit. I like that. That's why I'll be watching your lives. I'll be watching.
Worst mistake my son at Big Five. I told him.
One more set of that. Which is good. And I still have like some random channels I work on. Nothing special. But I still have a few random ones. Like I'll throw stuff on just to test stuff out and see what it does. right now, I'm mostly sticking with like the fitness and gaming stuff like that. Like the Atari video I did, I didn't expect it to do that well, but it's doing pretty good so far. With views and watch time and all that good stuff.
Oh my goodness.
I can't stand Terry. I told him, I'm going to tell him.
He is slow.
Oh yeah. You can't be doing that. Yeah, they'll demonetize you quick, bro. For sure. On my last channel, the Carity Fiber one, I was monetized for maybe 3-4 months on there, and then all because someone else said something in one of my lives, boop, demonetized. So now I don't turn that shit on. I don't do that. Like, I mean, if you go back and watch my lives where I was on a computer, I've got people that like will donate to me and stuff and send me stuff, all that good stuff. Like right now I'm partnered with an author. They're writing a book called Her Struggle, My Struggle. And I'm actually featured in that book, so that's kind of cool. And then I'm featured with another company that does like stitching and crochet. They do like stitching of, they make stitched animals and stuff like that. Like my maid has a voodoo doll, a stitched one. And so I'm partnered with them, and I'll do stuff like that. But I'm not going to turn no monetizing on, because they just don't, they're so much more stricter. And what they do is they're going to go back and look at all of the lives you've put out, the bots. It's always bots that catch you. It's never a real person that says, hey, you said this where it's a bot. But they're going to go back and watch all your lives, all of your videos. If you said anything YouTube doesn't like, monetization. Yeah. So that's why nah. Plus I do other stuff too, like with Discord. I'm still learning how to use it. But with the PS2 streams that I've done and all that, I'll host like servers and modders, and people will donate for spots on that. So I'll do that for you. A lot of work. But best believe though that any of the stuff you see me doing on this channel, like when I bought the Dreamcast, that was the only system I paid top dollar for. I paid $125, but I made it. And best believe I got $125 back out of it. You know, all the games you see me buying, I'm making that money back. You know, I'm not doing all. I do like games, but I'm not doing it just to show it. You know, somebody's supporting somewhere. If you go back on the Carity Fiber channel, go back on there. I had companies like Insane Labs, Alpha Athletic Fitness Wear, Raz Energy. I was one of the first people ever picked up by Raz Energy. I'm no longer with them, of course. They sent me a whole bunch of cool stuff and all that. Insane Labs, I fell out with them because of COVID. Insane Labs took me on, and I was supposed to be on the 2019 DVD. I had a minute and 30-second slot, but COVID destroyed that. But they still sent me stuff. And then Alpha Athletic Fitness Wear was the first company I ever partnered with. And I remember them, they paid me like gas money for a show I did. I got like $30. And then I got some free gear. But every time I would promote them, people would come to me and say, hey, I tried to buy this, but they say they're sold out. I had so many people coming and saying that. And I'm like, pick that up again, dude, it's not me. And then steal something. That was the last one. That was the last one I kind of partnered. And the only thing they did was they paid for a video and they sent me a bunch of products.
I don't know, Sharon. Maybe one day she'll get an act together.
It's not always money that you get. And it's not always an actual sponsor. They'll sponsor like a video, or they'll sponsor this, that. You know. But it's still cool.
Ready to get this in together? 22-year-old with the same with her. She's moving sexy. Girl.
But I don't think this go around, this channel, that all part of again is something to come. I don't think it will.
Have you seen your friend when she does come back? Lord, please let
I
us
told her, her mama knows. I'm already
Easy money.
She's gonna stay. Ain't nothing back here for her. Out here, it is resident.
Yeah.
But I think really, what you ought to do, well, you love guns and all that, you should go out and like reach out to all these different gun makers, like Smith and Wesson. Reach out to them. That's how you get all that started. Like, find a low end like gun maker or a low end. I don't know all the lingo when it comes against, but a low end ammunition maker, and ask them to like, hey man, I really like your product. Can you sponsor this or sponsor that? And a lot of the time, these companies will do it. But where you like guns so much, I think you should do something like that. Or like gun grease or gun cleaning kits. Reach out to those companies, bro. And I think people like that. Let's see, we did some leggies. What else do I want? Oh yeah, no, we did core. Okay, we did core. We did core. What does Flair Diddy want to do? We did lats. Let's bang out just a. Oh, that's what he's saying. Oh, I see it coming now. Yeah, you should, bro. Because I mean, if I was a gun sponsor or whatever they call them, I don't know. I've never messed with guns, but you know, all your videos, like all your lives, there's a gun. So it just makes sense. It shows that you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's when you're going. That's something that looks pretty. We'll do some very, very lightweight triceps. Very light.
Yeah, like if I take a shower, I'll knock it down to 76. Just so I can take a shower. Then I bump it back up to 78.
I'll get ready to put some clothes on.
Keep mine.
That's in mine, yeah, that's great. She don't have.
She still has her ovaries.
She don't have nothing.
Well, you make me say.
50 pounds. And this attachment is pretty cool. It's kind of like a grenade
Yeah,
attachment.
she's 58. She don't have no
If you come down, it's a completely different feeling than this.
Sweatshirt.
I do like 50.
What the hell medicine for that now? They got stuff. Yeah. Okay, take it. Oh.
Or it places you at a higher, that's slightly higher.
Get a quick 50 in of that. That feels pretty good. No, the curl bar is gone. Like, I don't know where I mean, I could do some regular curls with the curl bar I was using yesterday. But I used them yesterday, you know. So, I think if I could find it, I would go do some. Since you mentioned that, what I'll do after this is I'll do a burnout and the squat rack. I'm gonna go do some curls in the squat rack for sure. Just because you mentioned that. That way I can at least get it in. 50, that makes 100 reps. So then we'll drop it down and do 50 and 40. So we got 20 reps right there.
I have no worries for that. Hey, I'm sure they can have this all.
Yeah, I mean, they're really, they can take us sometimes, but what isn't?
All they're making you happy, Sharon, that's all it is. Oh,
There's 100 reps right there. Easy work. Come down, come out. It's a lot different feeling in the brother.
got to put the grounds on.
One more set. And then I think I'll do one more set of these. And then I'm gonna take it off and finish with probably 20 pounds, but just single. And then I'll go bang out curls and squat rack.
All we are is the British franchise. That's it. You know, not a team. We're not playoff contenders. We're not even regular season. We're just a rich. That's how. I mean, I'll tell you something.
You see that meeting from the fight?
Huh?
You see that meeting from the fight?
No.
They say the meeting, they say fighting, they say the fighting is the pitch swap. And the pitch swap was raised because the pick that they gave to the Texans was originally the Texas pick.
That was a good cable machine.
And the pick that they got from the Texans was
Dropped the weight a bit.
So they were trying to swap their picks.
I'm just gonna grab this.
You see these
Like you can put your hand here or right here on the ball. Probably on the ball is more comfortable, but sometimes I'll just grab the right
Ain't got
hand,
a competition in it.
come down, lean back,
Thanks so much.
25.
It ain't y'all. Oh, y'all got it. Quarterback. That's it. Was he a good quarterback? He can't win by himself. Y'all should be in the playoffs. Y'all probably so like it.
It's an easy one. Almost out of waters. Look, I still got the vitamin water though. That's right, that's right. Now we're done with that. We're gonna go hit these up. And I don't know what happened to that bar, but it's somewhere, I guess. One thing I will not do is you will not see me on using this for chest. I will never use this setup. Ever. Even if I had a power rack at home, never. And the only reason is because it's harder to get set up on, and also have to change the brackets. And it's just a complete different feeling. I'm a stickler for how can I put this? I'm a stickler for convention. I don't want to come over here. I went crazy one time. And to show you how crazy I went, I joined this combat gym. And they were a gym for, sparring. I don't do that. But they had a rack of dumbbells and they had one of these. And that was it. I paid $65 for that place a month. Complete rip-off. But, I was crazy at the time. I didn't know no better. And they had a bar right here, so when you would try to mount up, you would bang your ankles into it, and it's shit. It's a shit product for chest. But then, show you how even more crazier I was at the time. I'd done something you should never do. And that's go to a Planet Fitness. I had went so crazy I went to a Planet Fitness. And that's probably the worst gym you could ever try to go to. Not only do they sneak you with different fees, but their machines are crap. They have no free weights really other than dumbbells. It's just a complete shit atmosphere, bro. I was surrounded by hippies. It was hard. Hippies and tweakers, man. There was this one dude at Planet Fitness, and he was completely messed out. And he would come in there, and he would do this for hours on end. He would stand there and go, like he was playing baseball, bro. And he would just come in there and for hours just stand in the same spot, pretending to swing a bat. And that's what you have at a Planet Fitness. Some crazy shit. He's probably there to this day still doing that. So let's go ahead and I'm just doing a burnout. So let's go these on. I forgot that the curl bar in there is only 25 pounds. This is 45. Yeah, you don't want to, bro. You don't want to go to one. Yeah, it's a little extra weight, especially after what we've been doing already. Yeah, I'm too gassed. But we got our 5 sets in. 5 sets in. It's not bad. Running the rack. Whew. Damn, it's hot as fuck in here now. Just stand in front of this big ass fan for a second. Ah, nice ass fan, bro. When I'm doing my hip thrusts on here, where I've got long hair, I always put my hand on my hair so it doesn't get yanked up in that. The fapping area, for sure. I think that's it for all the water. I have to go out here and get my vitamin water. That fan feels good as shit. Yeah, the Goon Chronicles, hell yeah. Nice, nice. Look at this, somebody left this loaded. Somebody left 200 pounds on each side. That's a 100-pound plate. Somebody left them up. They did the work, but didn't want to re-rack them. And I love those plates. But I'm not doing it. Not today, partner. Trying to think. I guess we'll come out and do some plate raises. Go back over here. And then I think I'm gonna call it a day. Let me see what time it is. Woo, it's 9 o'clock, damn. Not bad. See, I got here a little late today. I didn't get here till exactly 6 o'clock. So it kind of threw me off. I slept all the way to 5:30 this morning. So I was like, man, dude, I had to get up, chug me a Diet Mountain Dew and get going, you know? 45-pound plate will do. I'm just going to blast my shoulders with it. 5 sets of 10 will do. I don't suggest letting go of them, but I'll do that just for shits and giggles, really. Oh, you haven't slept at all yet? You're on the East Coast too, so it's the same time for you, I'm guessing. And you've been here as soon as I got here too. I appreciate that, no doubt. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna dip and go ride around for a little bit. Then go home and get some food or something. You can do that with a dumbbell. That's good. 9, 10. Oh, okay, yeah. Same time. Hell yeah. Appreciate you coming in and chilling, bro. I might be live later, hopefully. Depends on what I get into. Uh-oh. Hell yeah, bro. There you go. Nice. out of here for today.